Hello everyone. This is day 3 of doing the Titan project. I um, made my bed this morning, did my workout. I'll get into it because today's video is going to be talking about self-motivation and sucking it up, because both of those play hand in hand with each other, and you will experience this throughout life. And before I go any further, one thing I've noticed making the videos, that the audio quality, I want to get a mic, one I can Bluetooth connect to my phone and use that, because I've noticed, because I rewatch my videos, I want to see how it looks, see how I sound, and I thought the spikes were my voice itself, the noise, the tone, but it actually is just I have terrible audio quality. I have iPhone 8, 256 gigabytes of storage. I love it. I'd prefer that over a more expensive phone with only 60, or it's not 60, 16. And this will also help making YouTube videos. I'll have a lot of storage, and then be able to, eventually I'll get a card that I can store them on. And that way I can keep making videos, and then once I post it, transfer it over, so I'm leaving room. But um, yeah, just a little side talk. So I'm gonna break down what happened yesterday and today, what I did this morning, and this is gonna be self-motivation, and today was sucking it up. So yesterday I felt motivated. I got up, made my bed, did my workout. I didn't feel like doing it, but 5 minutes in, I was fine. And that's gonna happen every time I do the workout for a while, until I just get into the routine. And even then, there will be days where I will have to suck it up, such as today. So, yesterday, I woke up, made my bed, did a workout, and then I went with my brothers to a lake. We brought 2 vehicles. You want to park at the bottom for this one because it's a lazy river. Park at the bottom, take the other vehicle to the top, and then we went down. It was wonderful. I got a good tan. I did get a little sunburnt, so I'm gonna avoid the sun as much as possible. But it was a wonderful day. I loved it. I want to go there again. It was relaxing. I almost died. So you go down a few rapids, and I believe it was the third one. And it was the worst one at all. That after, it was smooth sailing. And what happened is we had paddles, and we would use that to angle ourselves, and in case if we ever met another party, we wouldn't bump into them. And we were reaching this point where the complete right side and in the middle, trash. You do not want to go down there because it's massive rapids. So we were trying to go to the left, and we didn't notice it in time to really prepare, but we were able to swing. Was able to swing everyone around, so they got more of the smoother landing, and I crashed into a wave. It was a massive, I was like, holy crap, this is a massive drop, and I smacked into the wave, and due to my weight and my floaty, my tube being low, I fell off, and I lost my muscle shirt because I took it off to tan, and I would drench it in the nice cool water poured over me, so I was staying cool and I wouldn't get burnt out from being in the sun. And that went down. I wasn't too mad. I have a bunch of them, and I wasn't surprised. It's clothing. It's going to get soaked and then probably sink, plus the current. My sandals, I was able to grab one. My older brother ended up grabbing the other, because when we had pulled off the shore after, it was still way behind us, so we were able to get everything, kind of take our breath, and then he went out and got it, and I thanked him for it. But so when I smacked into the wave, I flew off, and I immediately held on, because I knew I would be fine. I would just get carried out, and as long as I held on to it, I wouldn't sink, I wouldn't get trapped, because they were they were fine. They were still getting pushed, so I would just come out with them, and I went under for like 3 seconds, came out, water immediately, like a foot away, so I just went, I did breathe in some water, I went, and then went back down, went up, and I had lost my grip, and that's when I could see everyone. I was like, okay, everyone's fine. I was more worried about them, because my brother's girlfriend was holding all our phones and keys, and she was fine. Everything, I was the only one affected, other than everyone freaking out for a few seconds. But they saw the like terror on my face. I wasn't scared. I knew I'd be fine, but I still was like, holy shit. And excuse my language, holy crap. I was angel poop. I was like, holy crap. And I lost my grip, and I went boom, and I grabbed, and I held, and we were fine after, and I was like, not today, not today. And I made a joke because last year I got hit by a car. I was like, I keep trying to die and it just doesn't seem to want to work. I don't get it. No matter what I do, I drown in rapid. No, even obviously I'm not trying to die. It was a joke. I get hit by a car. No, what's next? And this is the one thing that happened to me this year. What the heck is next? So, but after that, we got beat down from the sun, pulled off to the shore, ate, drank, chilled. It was fine. We went out, we aired up. A couple of the other ones were a little low. I aired up mine. They aired up theirs. Excuse me. And then hopped back in, went down, and then after I hopped out a couple of times when it was just lazy river, when we were just barely moving to get into the cool water, and it felt good. After being beat down by the sun for 30 minutes, hopping out and getting in felt good, and then my little brother hopped out, and then because my thing was aired up, he had to help me get in. He held the back down, and I pulled myself up and then twisted. Anyways, fast forward. We ended up hopping out and swimming towards shore, and then we packed everything up and left. It's a wonderful day. Came home after seeing the beautiful sunset in Sacramento, and went home, laid down, I ate some food, and then just ate food, and then I just went to sleep. I was super tired, and it was perfect timing. We got here at like 9:08, and was able to lay down, ate, and I felt wonderful. It was a wonderful day, and that leads to today. So, hang on, I gotta adjust my watch. Squeezing my arm. It's a rubber band, which I like. I like these because you can adjust, and I specifically like the rubber because it's flexible, it doesn't easily break, and it looks good. So, the one thing about this watch is the little piece that you can slip the extra into, I lost, which sucks, but I don't care. Anyways, so today, my first day among many days that will continue is I woke up at 6. I was, and here's where sucking it up. And another thing I'm gonna add, and that's that in life, you will always have a split-second decision that determines the outcome of your life. This morning, as I was waking up at 6, 5:55, between 6, I said to myself, I could either get up now or give myself 30 minutes. And I woke up. No, I need to get up because this is the time I wanted to wake up. This is the time I will wake up. And it's the only way I'm going to be able to build a consistently and have consistency. So I got up. And that's the most important thing, just getting up. You don't have to do you don't have to go do push-ups. You don't have to go put cold water on your face, even though that helps because push-ups warms up your body, gets the blood going. Cold water cleans your face, wakes you up a bit, and you can clean your eyes. But if you just get up, that's you're already 90% there. That other stuff is just little things that help. And I had cleaned my room. I didn't feel like immediately. I needed to clean my room. I had some trash left over from eating last night. I had like 5 bottles of water, literally. They're still right there. I need to go take them to the kitchen. Because we recycle. And little tiny side note, recycle just because you make money back. Like, it's money you spend however much money on cans. Get that money back. Get something in return. It doesn't take long. Anyways, so I drank a bunch of water last night and cleaned my room, put my dirty clothes away in my net bag, and I have a timetable that I made. I got this from Hamza. I completely recommend it because you can structure your day and then it kind of keeps you going. I made a timetable. Wasn't able to follow it precisely. It's my first time. I had missed out on a few things, took too long, but it's a start. And that's better than nothing. Is starting it at a rough position and then eventually within a month or two it will be precise every day. And that's the goal. Now I went up, got up, made a protein shake, made my bed, or clean protein shake, made my bed, and then I worked out. Now, another split-second decision. I did not feel like working out. And I'm not going to. I'm fat. I don't feel like putting in the work. And I'm going to feel like that on certain days. And that's fine. That's where you have to suck it up and deal with it. And I didn't think about it, I just did. And it's not like, oh, you just shut your mind off. No. I just stopped worrying about it and I just put on the timer, put on my music, put on the timer, and just started doing it. And I didn't feel good about doing it. I didn't like it. It took me way longer to actually kind of start enjoying it. And I was fine with that. I got it done. And that's where the self-motivation and sucking it up comes in. You're going to have days where you have to just suck it up and do it. You just have to. There's not a single ounce of motivation that you could get. You could watch an hour-long video on David Goggins, The Rock, Joe Rogan, Denzel Washington. All these people going, you just gotta do it, Andrew Tate, you just got... It's not gonna help. And you ended up spending an hour watching something that doesn't help. Some days you will suck it up. When I was at my military academy, one of the he's now a sergeant. At that time when I was there, he was a specialist. He had said that himself. There are days, like he had said, he was waking up in the morning, he was in bed with his wife, and his wife went, you work too hard, you put in so much work, why don't you just sleep in? And he went, nope. Got up, went and worked out. Because there are days that's going to be like that where you don't feel it. And he's fit. The dude's freaking yoked. He has abs. He always had abs. And still does. And he's buff. And even he sometimes doesn't feel like it. Because you're just going to have those days. You can't predict humans. People just switch. People make flips. People can have perfect days for literally 30 years and then have a midlife crisis. Oops. I was trying to scratch under my wrist where the watch is and it popped up. And 1 second. Someone. Literally 10 seconds is just you guys watching me struggle and then 5 explaining it. But yeah, even he had to suck it up sometimes, and that's okay. You're gonna have days like that. the more you do it, the more you'll get in a routine, the more consistency you'll build. But there's certain days you'll just have to suck it up, and that's okay. And you're gonna, and well, yeah, that's just life. Sometimes just needing to suck it up. So today, I'm gonna go through all my clothes and donate it. I do kind of feel like doing it, but not to the degree I really should. But I'm gonna suck it up and do it. So, and yeah, and this is just one of those days. I don't feel that good this morning. I feel a little agitated, but I feel good. After my workout, took a bath, did my meditation, and I feel fine now. And I'll see how the rest of the day goes. Still a little hot from the tan and from this morning, and it's pretty warm in my room. I don't have my fan on. I'm trying to cancel as much noise as possible. But yeah, and that's again, that's just sucking it up and dealing with it. So yeah, and honestly, yeah, and that's all I have to say about that. Sucking it up and dealing with it versus motivation. Oh, I was like, I knew there was something that because I wrote a script about just what I wanted to talk about. I knew there was something I was forgetting, and it just clicked. Ego. Not the living planet. Your ego. People say you shouldn't have an ego. That's bad, and that's bullshit. Excuse my language. Bull crap. You should have an ego. It's okay to have an ego. Have it be a prideful, earned ego, not a delusional ego. Delusional ego is, I'm the man. Me. This would be a delusional ego. I'm the man. I'm gonna be, I'm a billionaire. You know, I can do anything I put my mind to. I can do whatever. No, sorry. I gotta phrase it. Having a delusional ego is when you are saying things and not putting in the work. So, getting back to what, I'm gonna be a billionaire. I'm gonna get fit. I'm gonna grow my mind. I'm gonna read. I'm this big man. I'm fit. I could do whatever if you put in front of me. No, because that would be a delusional ego. Prideful, earned ego. Keyword earned. I have pride in the fact that I have done 3 days of working out. I've made my bed. I've gotten better at it. I've had wrinkles in the sheets, and I figured out I'd remembered an old trick, and that's by using your clipboard, having nothing on it, and it allows you to shove the sheet further back so you get a tighter fit. I have real giant arms, partially because it's fat. There's fat, but I'm just always gonna have giant arms. And when I would try and use my arm, I would end up pulling the sheet back. And there are tricks you can do, but this is more efficient, and it helps you get that clean look. And when I make a video, I will show you what I mean. And I can have pride in that, and I can have an ego about it, because who can say they've made their bed every morning when they wake up? Not a whole lot of people can, and to this degree. People just will throw the blanket on, make it look all nice, but do they do the hospital corner? No, they don't. Do they fold it and tuck it, like at the top of the bed? No. Do they do their pillow like how a hotel does? And I figured that out on my own. I saw the way hotels do their pillows, and I was like, how do they do that? That looks really nice. And I'll show you. It's like a little smiley face. It is this. So this right here, that is part of the sheet pillow. And I will show you how to do that as well. I was like, how do they do that? That looks so nice. I wasn't like that for my bed. And when I was at a hotel in San Francisco, I did it. I just, oh, okay, so that's how it's done. And with practice, I've been able to perfect it. Looks really nice. It makes your pillow look good. I can have an ego in that. I can have pride in that because it is something I have put the work in and I have earned. I can have ego in that I went to a military academy during COVID. All the fun stuff the classes before me and after are getting to do, I didn't. I can have an ego in that. I can be like, yeah, I did some shit none of you will be able to do because it was the perfect circumstances for that to happen. And that's unique to my life. Getting hit by a car and being able to walk it off. Part of it is due to my age. I was 18 at the time, 19 now, year difference. I'm young, I was able to bounce back, plus I'm strong. I can have an ego in that. Yesterday, I literally got caught in rapids and possibly could have drowned. I can have ego in that through my athletic ability, I was able to keep myself safe and got out of it fine. You can have pride and ego in things, but make sure it's earned. Don't say you're going to do something and not do it. Chris Rock has an amazing quote. Women, children, and dogs, no matter what they do, will be loved unconditionally. Children, that's fine because they're young, super young, they're learning, they're gonna make a lot of mistakes, and that's fine. That's part of life. And the older you get, the less mistakes you should be making. You're still gonna make mistakes. My grandpa, who's 86, I think, pretty sure, has still made a few mistakes, and that's fine. You're going to, but the younger you are, the more you're gonna make it. The older you get, the less you should, and that's part of life. So make sure you earn the ego. Don't be delusional. Don't say you're gonna do things and not back it up. Getting to men, this is applied to men the most. Women come second, and then teenagers and children come third. A man's word is everything. Because, oh, let me finish the Chris Rock quote. Women, children, and dogs loved unconditionally. Men are only loved under the one condition that they can bring something to the table. So your word, because that is the action you are taking to speak, means a lot. No one's gonna care about me if I don't lose the weight in a year. If I haven't shown the proof, if my word of saying I'm going to lose it and you will see it, if that ends up being bullcrap in a year, then no one's gonna take me serious. Now, in life, shit happens. Me getting hit by a car wasn't planned. So in a year, I could get fit, something happens where I can't move, and I end up putting on weight. But that is a different scenario than me not having that happen and me still being fat. Your word means a lot, and that will play into ego. When you know that when you say something, you will accomplish it, that will fill your ego. And that will motivate you. That will be your self-motivation, is taking pride in the things you do. Don't take pride in things you say you will do, but then end up not doing. Because then what's your word at that point? It's just noise. If you want your words to mean something, if you want your voice to be heard, and I gotta work on this. I have a loud voice so I can speak to an audience without a mic. But what I need to focus on is I don't like cussing, and I'm gonna stop that. I'm working on it in these videos. I don't want to do that. I don't want it to be a consistent thing. And sometimes I mess up on words. And then I also want to expand my vocabulary. And that's going to take work. And you will see it. You will see me with a mic, talking better. You will be able to hear me better. You will see I'll have more concise well-constructed sentences, part of that is me slowing down when I talk. Again, all self-improvement, but it takes time, and it takes putting you it requires you putting in the work. Look right there, that's one thing I could work on. And part of it, sometimes I have an idea I want to convey, but I don't have the correct vocabulary to do that. And sometimes I just brain fart and I can't think of the word. And that's something I need to work on. There's so many areas in life you can improve. Here's a great example. My grandpa, has been a pastor for over 50 years. Sorry. I've been drinking a protein shake ever since I woke up every 2 hours, so I got a little bit of some liquids in me. I know it's gas, so I don't know what. But he's been a pastor for 50 years. 50 years. And he's touched so many lives. And it's amazing. And he is still reading the Bible. He's still finding ways to improve and take a look at it, because as you get older, you'll kind of look at things different as certain things play into your life. But he's been a pastor for over 50 years. He literally could just never touch the Bible, and he would remember everything. He'd be fine. He still does it because he's very passionate about it and he loves it. He's a huge believer in Christ, and I'm thankful for it. I love it. And my grandma too. Wonderful. They're not billionaires. They're the perfect grandparents for me. I wouldn't want anyone else but them. And that's why, as I get into being spiritual and Christianity, you're going to see I have a good knowledge on it, and I just have a good understanding, because it's been in my life all 19 years and will continue to be. And that's because I have a unique source of knowledge. I think it was 2 years ago, or my 18th birthday. I'm pretty sure 18, because I turned 17 when I was at the academy. That's going to be a funny story later on. He gave me one of his Bibles that he took notes in, and he's never done that to even his kids. So I get a little unique look into all the notes he took, all the things he highlighted, and when on the sad day he passes away, it's going to be very sad, but we will be able to have that source of knowledge and all the things he wrote down. And yeah, but he's a great example at consistency and self-improvement. He's always been improving. How can I be funnier to make it more enjoyable? How can I write this in a better way to convey it? And when you're talking to an audience, that's what you need to focus on. And that's what I'm going to focus on, is improving the quality, because I want you guys to enjoy this. Right now, it's just me having a point to talk about. The audio could be improved. There's certain things that can be improved, and I want to do that because I just want to be that, but so I can have better content for you guys. And as I look better, I'll feel better. People will like me more because I'll be in shape. I'll be looking good. A few people are just gonna like me because they can see the looks. And there's the little side note for people who think they can't get a girl, you are selling yourself short. Go watch My 600-Pound Life. There are people married still. So you can find a partner. Everyone can find a partner. Obviously, there are the few exceptions, but the majority of people can find a partner. And a great way to do that is self-improvement. I'm going to end the video now. It's getting to 30 minutes, so have a wonderful day. Continue to improve. Spread this message and look into other people, because we are a community. All the self-improving people who truly mean it and are putting in the work, we are a community that will always come together, that will always talk, and we will always try and improve new people wanting to join and ourselves. And this will be part of the competition. And I'll have a video in the next few days about comparing and competition. So have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Egas Samuels, and have a great day.